be silly.
No, but I am going to. I'm not being silly.
You don't have to apologise.
No, but no,
I don't want Gareth A. Davies apologising, but Gareth has said, I hope you're not going to ask me all the same questions that everybody else does.
I said, I'm Abs, yeah, and I'm from Birmingham. I mocked your accent like that, you wouldn't like it.
No, I don't care. Everybody mocks the Birmingham accent.
I don't care.
That sounds a little bit Australian.
I don't care. Listen, I cannot do. I love the Brummie accent. You know that. I've told you before, haven't I?
No.
Some of the greatest singers have the Brummie accent.
Like
Ozzy Osbourne,
well,
the Bee Gees.
the Bee Gees are from Birmingham.
I'm pretty sure they are, aren't they?
I don't know.
Let me think. Who's musical? Where's Eddie Hearn? He's a Bee Gee. He's like the fourth Bee Gee, isn't he, Eddie Hearn? That's the headline. Look.
Eddie Hearn is the fourth Bee Gee. You like
If he grew a beard, he'd be a Bee Gee.
He has got a beard.
Ask Frank Smith about it, but it was.
Yeah, he's deep. He's deep in it.
To be honest, if Frank grew a beard, he could be the fifth Bee Gee.
But he has got a beard.
Just ask him. Let me just ask him. Francisco, can you just come here one second? I just had a little thought. I was mocking the Brummie accent, and the Bee Gees were from Birmingham originally, weren't they?
Well, yeah, the Bee Gees, yeah. Massive Bee Gees fan, I don't know.
If you and Eddie grew beards, you could be the fourth and fifth Bee Gees.
I couldn't even tell you what the Bee Gees look like, let alone
He's
Eric.
only a baby.
I'm only 14.
Listen, he was a baby. He was a baby when he started Matchroom, but I was praising you the other day. What a fantastic job you're doing, actually.
Do love him. He does say some nice things.
He pays me a lot of money to say that. No, he doesn't at all. No, but I think you are doing a great. Yeah. No, but you are doing a great job. Now, I think you're coming into your own.
Yeah. Well, before retirement, I thought I'd have one last crack.
You've told me that for like a year now, that I'm not in this till once at 35, I'm out.
Yeah, that has always remained. Maybe it will change when I get to 35. But it's a crazy business, boxing, and I want to be. I'm a very happy person. I want to remain happy even when I'm 36.
But what are you doing when you're 36?
I don't know, mate.
Hang gliding.
Yeah, paragliding from Hove Beach somewhere. When the wind starts picking up, I'll be out there. You'll see me on one of those boards all day. I'll be going up and down. Oh, mate, I'll be the happiest person ever. But who knows? It's easy to say now. Who would have said when I was 15 I'd be doing this when I was 31?
Have you interviewed Frank already today?
Yeah, but you know what? Now that I've looked at him, I've just thought of no, Harlem Eubank.
Yeah.
Is that fight definitely happening with him and Adam? I'm only asking that because obviously you're an in-law.
I don't know. I don't really get involved in his. I have a great relationship with Harlem, but I don't get involved in the way it's. I have my business that we have to focus on. I don't know if the fight's signed. I don't think it is. I think though if it does happen, that's a fight Harlem Eubank can win. And I think it's a mistake from Adam Azim.
Well, then, or not today?
No. See you later.
What about Ben and Eubank? Why do I need to speak about Ben and Eubank? Thank you. Bye.
No, I'm just no, because Frank obviously is related to, or will be, I think, related. Exactly.
I need to talk to you. I've got to pick your brains about yesterday. I wasn't able to attend the press conference, but what I did see from the top table is His Excellency calling and shedding his admiration but admiration for Tyson Fury, which at some point he actually blushed.
I think what we saw yesterday was His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh saying Tyson Fury is one of the big reasons why we're doing this, because he's a showstopper. He brings something. He has a uniqueness about him. He does transcend the sport in many ways. Love him or loathe him or whatever it is that people have for him, he just garners attention in a way that other fighters don't do. I don't care what people say about Tyson Fury. He's an extraordinary character who's done unbelievable things in the sport. 3 best-selling books now, his own Ferocity brand, the Netflix series. It's just the guy is the total package, and he's a giant human being who has bipolar disorder, and it's just an extraordinary story. It doesn't come around the whole time. He's a unique character, and I think he also said he's the most expensive. Do you remember that? and he wanted him for 5 to 7 to 10 more fights, which planted something in Tyson Fury, who said, "Yeah, I can keep going till I'm 40. Why not?" I don't think he'll fight that long, in my view. But it'll make him a billionaire boxer, probably.
The pressure that's on for this unification fight, I get it. Listen, Tyson Fury is Tyson Fury. He is that character. He is larger than life. He winds some people up. He makes some people laugh. Whatever. Love him or hate him, he is here and he's taking on Alexander Usyk. Yesterday there was a bit of murmurings or whispers on X that why is he doing this? Is he going to pull out? Always kind of like the negative thing. And don't get me wrong, Tyson has done things out of the ordinary. And then we've got excited and then we felt let down. But you were there with him yesterday. What did you see from Tyson Fury that lets us know about how serious and how focused he is on this fight?
He's in incredible shape and his whole team were very focused yesterday, razor sharp. Now that's the conspiracy theory, but of we need to tell people. No, I think it's the opposite. I think it's let's put the hype and promotion out there because we've got 2 big press conferences next week, or one Monday, Tuesday. I think there's events going on which will promote the fight on June the 1st. But don't forget we've got the May the 18th event before that. So let's make a bit of noise before that. Yeah, so I don't think it's anything to do with he's clearly wants to fight. He wanted to fight before, but I think the extra time they thought, you know what, let's really make use of this time. I don't think it's to persuade or to assuage or persuade people that there's any problem that he's not going to be facing Usyk. We don't know what's going to happen between now and the next 39 days, but I just think it was more next week is going to focus the mind on June the 1st. Massive card, big event. So let's focus them on the mind on 2 weeks before that. There's the undisputed heavyweight title fight, which for me is a bigger event than the event coming. Once it's gone on May the 18th, that June the 1st event is going to be enormous. But that event, for me personally, the undisputed heavyweight title, it is so big. They're both undefeated. They're both in their prime. They've both got extraordinary stories. They're very different individuals, but they're kind of quite similar characters in that kind of crazy screw loose they've both got. The pressure on them, yeah, but they've been doing it a really long time. They're born to it. So I found him and his team, Fury and his team, really up for it yesterday. And what came through from that phone message, that live phone message into the mic from His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh was, do you know how passionate I am about this? Do you know how much I care about this? Do you know, I mean, and again, I do not understand any negativity around it from anyone. This is amazing that it's happening. It's as simple as that. I'd be amazed if I was just a sports fan. I'd be delighted because it's the fight we want to see, and they're looking to build the Joshua into it eventually. And as Fury did say though yesterday, I've got a 2-fight deal. It's on a contract, so I'm going to fight Usyk twice if I have to.
And that was going to be where I was going to steer to go probably later on, but you've touched on it. We're here now. It was asked, should, Anthony Joshua in the mix, because Eddie Hearn said, the only 2 fights that you can have next is for obviously the IBF, or it could be for the winner of the undisputed. But Fury's kind of like, he stamped that out and says, hold on a minute, I'm fighting 2 fights with Usyk as per my contract. He's going to have to wait his turn.
Well, no, he'll carry on with his own career. I mean, there's lots of talk about is Flip Hrgovic going to fight Daniel Dubois? Is Joshua going to be lined up to fight the winner of that? Will there be a belt on the line then? He'll carry on with his own career. He's got momentum. He might have 2 fights before he fights either Usyk for a 3rd time or Fury for the 1st time. He may never fight either of them again. He's got to continue his career. And he's in a great place, and he's going to be paid really well, and he's hungry for it. He's very happy at the moment, Anthony Joshua. He's hinted that he's going to fight soon. He's back in camp. The rumour is it could be September. I think it's great for him right now. There's no pressure on Anthony Joshua, none at all. Just keep doing what you're doing, and I think that's where he is.
He's used to the pressure. He's had our eyes on him, and I'd say our eyes are more microscopically on Anthony Joshua than any.
Massive scrutiny, Abs.
Why do we tend to put that so much on him more than other fighters? And I can say that as a fan, he gets a lot more attention, even without the belts, the brand that is Anthony Joshua.
Because he was an Olympic super heavyweight gold medalist in London.
Okay.
The mainstream public know him because of that. He goes on the mainstream chat shows, as we saw with Jonathan Ross the other day, I think. He's been on Graham Norton, yeah. I saw the clips. He has always had a less is more strategy, so when he is available, he's scrutinised more. We don't see him out of fight weeks and camp. We don't really see him. He's not out there. He doesn't put himself out there very much. I think we always want more from him. I think there's great level of expectation. He's fascinating. He's a giant Adonis. He's a kind of beautiful physical human being, isn't he? He's just got. There's lots of questions about him. He's a leader of a hipster generation. In lots of ways, he mixes with music people, and he's got great fashion deals and branding deals. He's got a story. There's a lot of mystery and enigma around him as well. He's had a fall, kind of like where we thought that he was losing it mentally, but he seems to have got it back. There's been a great debate about what trainer he should be with. I think he's with the right trainer now, the right team. There's just so many things that are fascinating about him. And when you meet him, as you know, he's a venerable, gentle giant who's always got a word for you. But if he wants to be in a mood, I like it. He's himself. I think he's fantastic. I love writing about him. He's always fascinating. I love writing about Fury. I love writing about Usyk. They're all massive
characters,
chess pieces in this big board of heavyweights. And there's an appetite to know more about these people. And, these are the 18-stone human beings that fight each other for a living, to agree on a certain date, on a certain place, at a certain time, to lace up their gloves, put on their boots and fight each other. So it's amazing. It's the ultimate sporting spectacle and the ultimate test when these guys go in the ring together. That's why it was once called the richest prize in sport, when Muhammad Ali was fighting Joe Frazier and obviously after that George Foreman and those guys in a triangle, if you like. I think it is close to being the richest prize in sport again now, literally.
You're the journalist, I'm the boxing fan with a mic. You say all of these fantastic things about Anthony Joshua, but yet still Tyson Fury can call him a sausage, a bodybuilder. And that's this giant, this person that you spoke about, that will get under his skin until he'll repeat that in interviews he has away from boxing.
Look, there's a lot worse he could call him than a giant body.
So why does that wind him up then?
I don't think it does. I don't think it does. I think it's just selling. It's part of the hype, part of the promotion. Joshua responding is, does it wind him up? I don't know if it really does wind him up. Do you think it winds him up, being called a sausage?
Personally, I think the word itself. It's what's behind it. It's.
I don't even know what kind of insult sausage is. I don't even know.
I don't know. Useless. I don't know. A useless. I don't know. People eat sausages. I'm not even going to go into that. But it's like Fury's always taunted him. Fury is that kid in school that would just flick the back of your head with a ruler as he sits behind you. Is that type? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if he did do that, but
you know what I mean.
Yeah, he does. He's trying to get under the skin of his opponent. I don't think it's calculated. I just think it's something that comes out.
Do you think they'll fight? Because something tells me that I just don't believe that fight ever
I
happens.
think it will happen. Just wait till the end of the era. Be patient. You're long in the tooth enough to know that it will happen. What are the fights you wanted to happen that you've never seen?
No, I understand
They
that.
happen in the end.
I understand that. But yeah, whether they, yeah,
It's possible it doesn't happen, but I think there's enough money on the table at the moment for that to definitely happen.
is money enough? Because I do believe, and I know both of them are prize fighters, they do fight for money. But we've seen occasions where both of them, maybe one more than the other, have shown that it's not necessarily just all about that money. And sometimes I think Tyson Fury likes to wind AJ up, like saying, you'll have to wait your turn. Remember when he said he was frozen out of the Saudi stuff? He just likes to push him, try and push him over the edge. And it's like,
Argue with it. Abs, you can't argue with it.
arguing with it, I'm just
No,
saying.
what I mean, you can't argue. What the point you raised there? What I mean is, Tyson Fury's making that point. You've had Usyk twice. You didn't beat him. This is my chance to beat him. And once I'm dealt with him, I'll fight you. And he's right about that. That's fine. There's no issue with that. Anthony Joshua did have a chance to defend his belts to Usyk. He didn't. And he had a chance to win them back against him. He didn't. So you can't argue with that. I mean, what I mean is you can argue with it,
Yes.
but it's logical. It's fact and it's logical. So, if Usyk beats Fury, and Usyk beats Fury twice, then Joshua will fight Usyk. And, Tyson Fury will be in line then to face the winner if they want to fight him. It's all changing in the heavyweight division, event by event. Expect the unexpected. We don't know now what we'll know, say, in September when there have been 2 more heavyweight cards. And also, if all these heavyweight fights they're on about being made are all happening, we'll know on the 2nd of June or the 1st of June where we're heading with it all. By the 1st of June, yeah.
It is exciting times for boxing. I saw the post that you put up where you're shaking the hand of His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, and I think it's good because it has progressed boxing. Whether they're all getting together because money's there. Let's make no bones about it. However, that money is now forging valuable relationships in boxing. So us, the fans, are starting to get those fights.
Yeah, look, money always underpins the business of sport and the business of boxing, but it's the willingness to get it done so quickly and get all the teams together and get them around one table and get them all working together. Where is there any problem in that? And, I put out my post because one of his photographers, HE's photographers, sent me a picture and I thought, no, I'm going to express how grateful I am that I'm involved in this era at this time. That you think about if Saudi Arabia wanted to invest in, if it wasn't for him and he wanted to invest in motor racing, golf, cricket, rugby, we wouldn't even be involved anyway. We still wouldn't be getting the fights we wanted because he's a fan of our sport, a sport that I love and cherish, which is the whole reason why I'm here, been involved in it for 33 years. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for... And my gratitude is not just for me, my gratitude is for the fighters, for the promoters, for the managers, and ultimately for the fans that get to see the fights. End of.
I'm going to finish off with...
Finally. It's a long interview today. I'm exhausted.
Jesus Christ, do you ever stop moaning?
No.
You turn up late for our lives and now you're moaning about the length.
Yeah,
sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but you're distracting me now.
The other day, someone paid $49.99.
That's Sonny Edwards.
Yeah, and where was my share in that? Where was
You get it in love.
Today? I haven't had any love from you at all. All I'm getting is abuse.
That's love. Abuse from me is love.
Abuse isn't love. Hang on a minute.
We're living in a simulation. Nothing's real.
No, hang on a minute. What do you mean nothing's real?
Nothing's real.
This is my time.
So you're complaining that you're here spending your time with me?
Yeah.
Finally,
Yes.
I'm going to need to ask about the lovely Frank Warren. The abuse I get from this man. Anyway, I've got to ask about Frank Warren, a very good friend of yours. And as I've met him, he's very likeable.
Oh,
he's humorous.
He's a great guy.
He is. But I've got to ask.
Good base there, by the way, when I was trying to pull you in.
Mate, my feet are 10 toes down on this side of the camera today. I'm not scaring the viewers. Can we speak? Can I ask you your thoughts on?
Best interview we've done this, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. The insults just keep coming in.
Yeah.
Anthony Yard with Frank Warren. I think Joshua Boazzi did a call out. Frank Warren did an interview saying that they're in negotiation or
I hope so.
that bit of the contract, and then obviously Anthony Yard's come out and said, "I'm promotionally free. We're negotiating." Talk to us about that, because I'd feel quite sad if Anthony Yard did leave Frank Warren, because I've seen what he's done with him. There's a few fighters that have been with Frank Warren from the beginning, and he's really got behind them and built them.
Well, I'll take my glasses off to answer this last one then.
Oh wow, this is truthful.
No, it's all truthful.
Yeah.
You got your little asides going on today, and I'm only pulling you up on it because I'm being truthful. I hope Anthony Yard stays with Frank Warren. I think they're a great combination. I think it's almost the entire career, isn't it? Yeah. The only reason I can see he's moving on is because he's getting a deal somewhere. I think it's a very good time to stay with Frank Warren. Does it mean the Boazzi fight is closer to being made? Maybe. Does it mean he's not on the 5x5? Maybe not. We'll find out on Monday. I just wish him all the best, but I don't think he should be leaving Frank Warren right now. But if he's leaving him, it's probably for money. I don't know, but it's probably for money and a big fight deal.
And on that note, we're going to close. It's been an absolute pleasure of you moaning and complaining through the duration of our 21.
You're saying it through your gritted teeth.
See you on. Oh no, I'll see you on. Well, I should see you on Monday, so we don't need to do our live.
See you on Monday.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.